if your heart can gaze upon the realities of the heart of God, then I can tell you, that's the day that you began living. That's the day that you began living. Because in the realm of God, the only proof that we are living is that we will become more concerned with the things that are in his heart. Beyond what we can gain, beyond what we can find, we'll become more careful and so concerned with the things that are in the heart of God. A heart after God must understand the heart of God. A heart after God must understand the will of God. A heart after God must align to the beatings of God. A heart after God must align to the kingdom principles, the basics of the kingdom. Part of the basics of the kingdom is holiness. Part of the basics of the kingdom is holiness. He says that be holy, for your Father in heaven is holy. Be perfect, for your Father in heaven is perfect. Peter says that be holy, for he that has called you is holy. And so holiness is not something that we argue about. Holiness is not something we discuss. This is a command. You don't have any other decision to make concerning holiness. It is one. You have to be holy. This is a command. This is a command. You don't enter into a dialogue with God concerning holiness. You don't enter into a talk with God concerning holiness. You don't enter into a debate with God concerning holiness. This is standard. If you will walk with him, if you'll go yonder with him, the starting point of your journey has to be obedience. And what translates to obedience in this kingdom is holiness. What translates to obedience in God's kingdom is holiness. And so if you are obedient enough, the proof of your obedience should be seen in your morality. The proof of your obedience should be seen in your lifestyle. The proof of your obedience should be seen in your way of life. The Bible says that you were once of the world, but now you've been adopted into the kingdom of sons, a kingdom of sonship, a kingdom of sonship. Sons are holy creatures. Sons are creatures that reflect the nature of God. The nature of God is holiness. The nature of God is holiness. If you claim to be a son in the kingdom, then one of the things that should advertise you before the public and before God himself is holiness. You know, when we speak of holiness and righteousness, we are not speaking of man's intelligence. We are not speaking of man's hard work. We are speaking of an imputed nature in the heart of man. So the moment you receive Jesus genuinely, God imputed his nature in you. God released his ability to say no to sin in you. And so you won't struggle if you depend on his grace. The Bible says that now this grace has appeared to all men, teaching all men to say no to iniquity, teaching all men to say no to sin.